Peaches, it's Shaaba. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on another video. Today we have another episode of Fishing for A-holes. That's right, it's that weekly segment where we dive into the subreddit AITA. We indulge in a little bit of juicy drama from everybody else's problems, whilst hopefully helping some of them out or anybody else who might be in similar situations. And also, ba-ding ba-ding, I don't know why I said ba-ding, expanding our own mindsets. Wow. I love the little groove that we've gotten into on this channel, and I think we should dive right in. Are you ready? Am I the arsehole for telling my cousin that she ruined a family heirloom? I don't know why I'm feeling sassy today. Let's read into the story and find out, but first, someone who is absolutely not the arsehole. Today's video sponsor, Pride Counselling. Life is difficult, okay? I know this firsthand. I struggle with my thoughts, and if you feel like you benefit from talking to someone about whatever it is that you might be going through, Pride Counselling could be a great resource for you. They provide online therapy specifically for LGBT cuties like you. And I say this with the utmost sincerity because I use the service. I use Pride Counselling. I have done for years. As in, I paid for the service. I use it as a customer. I know other people who've done so as well. And truly, well, it's not an enjoyable experience. Therapy is never really enjoyable, but I am a much better person because of it. All of the therapists on Pride Counselling are LGBT plus friendly, which was a huge relief for me because coming out is something that I still struggle with. Can you believe? All you have to do is answer a few questions about your needs, you're matched to the right therapist, and if for whatever reason you don't like them, you can switch. Like that, free of charge, super quick, super easy. The thing I most like about Pride Counselling is that you can take your therapy anywhere from the comfort of your own home, under the quilt, on your bed, if you are so inclined, whenever and however you feel comfortable. Text, online chat, video call, phone call, it's totally up to you. And if you can't quite afford it, that's totally fine too. Just know that Pride Counselling offers financial aid that you can apply for because no one should feel left out of having good mental health. If you want to find out more or potentially sign up, you can use my link downstairs in the description box, pridecounselling.com/Shaaba. You can also use this gorgeous QR code. Isn't it so cute and fancy? Either way, you'll get 10% off your first month too. So, family heirloom, eh? Are you the arsehole? Let's figure it out. I'm a 26-year-old woman. I've got two cousins, a 33-year-old and a 28-year-old, both women. Also, my oldest cousin, Jane, is married. My other cousin, Amy, just got married. I am single. Right before she got engaged last summer, our grandma gave Amy's fiance, John, a diamond ring to propose with. This is really cute. I like family heirlooms. I'm sad that this is Am I the Arsehole because I know it's going to go bad, but right now it's really cute. This ring is a gorgeous white gold and diamond ring that our grandpa gave her. He died when our dads were teens. My grandma's since remarried and always said that she'd pass on the ring. I won't lie, I've always loved the ring and I hoped that it would be me, but I'm also the youngest cousin, so I tried to temper my expectations. Mostly I was happy for Amy and glad the ring was staying in the family, and Jane agreed. I love that, it's cute. And I like how reasonable you're being. I would have won it, and I'm mostly happy for you. I'm being honest, there's a little bit of guilt and envy there, but I'm mostly happy. I love that. Fast forward to this weekend, which was Amy's wedding. Neither Jane nor I were in the wedding, but we both went to the hotel room where Amy was getting ready. She asked if we wanted to see the rings. We were both confused, but said sure. And what she showed us was a gargantuan, that just means really big, right? Gargantuan, tacky engagement ring and wedding band set. I spotted something like, but I thought you were getting married with Grandma's ring. Amy just smiled and said, yeah, it is Grandma's ring. Oh, did she change the ring? She explained that for her wedding gift, she asked John to upgrade the ring into this monstrosity since he didn't have to pay for an engagement ring in the first place. Oh dear. One of the diamonds was Grandma's and then the white gold melted down. Oh. To make one of her wedding bands, but the rest was all new stuff. So the shape is different, the setting changed. Oh lord. I burst into tears. I was so shocked and hurt. I told her she'd destroyed our grandparents' heirloom. If she wanted a giant diamond to wear every day, that's her choice, but the ring was important to our family. Amy got huffy and said she had to finish getting ready, so Jane and I left. Jane was also upset, but had the attitude of, it's Amy's ring, there's nothing we can do now. Okay, hang on. Oh no. Oh lord. Okay, there's so many things swinging around my head. One, I agree with Jane. At this point, I'm like, it is her ring. She was given it. There's nothing you can do now. It's already been done. I also got a little bit like, oh, like I totally appreciate where OP is coming from, but this is her wedding day and she's getting ready, and whatever thoughts you have about that ring, that's maybe not the right time to bring it up. You know, you can be upset, you can have your feelings, but context, reading the room, that's maybe something I would have logged to be like, okay, I'm gonna have a chat with Amy about this afterwards. And my final thing that's going around my head right now is my ring. This is my wedding ring, and this is an upgrade. The wonderful Jamie made my engagement ring, got it like custom designed, and it was absolutely beautiful. It had 7 diamonds on it because I'm obsessed with the number 7. This literal diamond here in the middle and then 3 tiny ones on either side, and it was made to look like a little tulip. It was really cute. It was really cute. And as adorable as it was, I don't like the idea of wearing 2 rings, so I asked Jamie if he wouldn't mind me upgrading it. changing it so that I could keep the element of that, which was this, but have something much simpler just for the rest of life, because a gold band that's quite simple is quite reminiscent of a wedding ring. So I asked Jamie if he wouldn't mind, and if he was in any way upset about it, I wouldn't have changed the ring. And also, the original ring meant so much to me that I've kept it, right? And I've popped a little cubic zirconia in the gem area instead. So to think that there was this gorgeous heirloom that meant so much to all of you that is now totally changed, I can see why you would be upset. Okay, let's read on. I told her I didn't think Grandma would have given it to John and Amy if she knew she was going to take it apart. I found Grandma and asked her if she knew what Amy had done. Again, babe, I totally get where your headspace is, but you don't need to do this at a wedding. Amy's mom had told her that Amy had to have it resized and had the setting fixed, but Grandma had no idea that it was made into an entirely new ring. She didn't say anything, but I could tell that she was upset. That's not nice. The wedding went on, but everyone could tell that there was some awkwardness between me and Amy, and Jane and Grandma is refusing to talk about the matter. Amy saying I owe her an apology, but I don't think I'm in the wrong for saying she destroyed a family heirloom. Plus, the fact that she didn't tell anyone what she was doing and misled Grandma says to me that she knew she was wrong, or at least it wouldn't have been condoned. I feel like she saw it not as an heirloom, but a way to subsidise what she really wanted. I know the mature thing to do is just get over it and accept that it was given to Amy and she made her choice, but I'm finding it really hard to get over what she did. Am I the arsehole for feeling the way I do? Okay. I'm wanting to say you're not an arsehole for feeling the way that you do. So not the arsehole. But I do think you are the arsehole for bringing this up on the day of her wedding, on the morning of her wedding, and causing that fuss and drama. I do think, personally, that is something that warrants an apology. I would be apologising to Amy to say, hey babe, I didn't mean to ruin your wedding day. It took me by surprise. I absolutely should not have said anything in that moment. I'm trying to think, is Amy the arsehole? I'm initially thinking, yes, Amy is the arsehole. Amy is totally the arsehole because she changed the ring. Is that misleading? You know, she didn't tell Grandma what she was doing with it, but the arsehole also comes with a little caveat of, did she know how important it was to all of you? You have mentioned how important it was to you, but if sometimes these things aren't voiced, then maybe she had no idea and just thought, oh yeah, it's a ring, fantastic, I've got something, let me build upon it. She clearly didn't have like negative intentions for herself. She just didn't realise that what she did would cause hurt. You know, so if nothing was ever explained about the sentimental importance of it and just how much you admired that ring, she wouldn't have known to ask. Do you see what I'm saying? Same about the grandma. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking you're both the arsehole here. Is there something that says that? Not the arsehole, you are the arsehole. Everybody sucks here, but it's not everybody sucks here. It's just the two of you that kind of suck for different reasons. I feel so mean saying this. It is the system of am I the arsehole? But the ultimate question was, am I the arsehole for feeling the way I do? No, you are not the arsehole for feeling the way you do. Amy is the arsehole. But you are the little arsehole for bringing up in the way that you did and causing that moment on a wedding day, which was unnecessary. Yeah, I feel happy with my verdict. Let's see what other people had to say. Not the arsehole. What kind of arsehole takes apart family heirloom? You can't be blamed for having an emotional reaction, and she's so trashy for what she did. I resent the word trashy here because one man's trash is another man's treasure. That's very judgy, you know? Amy clearly likes that, and that's okay. Everybody can have different tastes. You don't need to judge what someone else did. I wouldn't necessarily say it's trashy because to her, she was upcycling it. It's just a subjective opinion of upcycling, you know? I wonder if perhaps you could like remake the ring in some way, you know, like is there a way that if there were photos beforehand or from memory you can redesign it? I know it's not quite the same, but maybe it would help how you feel. Oh, I'm sorry. And to do so while the relative it belonged to is still alive and you can legit ask them if they're okay with it. Sad face. Yes, someone else says, oh, she knew Grandma wouldn't be okay with it. That is the bit that definitely makes me feel that Amy's an arsehole. There was just no need to do it without saying anything, you know? And it's the right thing to do if you're taking something from someone that has such importance to be like, I was thinking of changing it in this way, is that okay? She used the gift as a justification for getting herself a bigger diamond show off and destroyed an heirloom in the process. Have fun being married to that. Okay, that's a bit mean. It's a bit harsh. But I think everyone on the forum seems pretty unanimous that Amy is indeed the arsehole in this situation. Okay. Am I the arsehole for microwaving ice cream and putting it back in the freezer? Short and sweet. I hate waiting for ice cream like Ben & Jerry's to go soft enough to scoop, so I microwave it to melt it for a bit, get what I want, and then put it back. I've never done this, but I can imagine the texture of that is really odd. Have you ever had like ice cream that's been left in the freezer for too long and then it goes like all like weirdly icicle-y? So it's not the one. It's not the one. My husband hates it because he says you're not supposed to freeze things twice. You shouldn't be refreezing food multiple times because bacteria, I think it's particularly listeria, right? But I don't know if that affects ice cream. It's only safe to refreeze ice cream if it's slightly melted and has been kept cold. If it's melted outside the freezer, refreezing it would be unsafe. When ice cream melts, bacteria such as listeria can grow. I've never had a problem, but I did it at a dinner party and his family all looked at me like I had two heads. I'm not melting the ice cream to soup. It's 10 to 20 seconds. Just take the edge off. Am I the asshole? I mean, does this warrant an am I the asshole post? Like, this is very trivial in comparison. I'm feeling like it's such a tiny issue. It's a non-issue. If you want ice cream, eat ice cream. If you want to do something to your ice cream that your husband's not okay with, maybe you can have separate ice creams. Like, he doesn't need to eat that ice cream. You can buy separate tubs, or just find a different way to do it because it's compromise, you know? I don't know. Half of me is like, oh, so many people are like, bacteria, it will be fine. It's only 10 to 20 seconds. Other people take that stuff more seriously, even if you don't agree with it. If someone has a way of doing things that might not seem entirely rational to you, you should still let them do what they want to do. Live and let live. Eat ice cream and eat ice cream. Warm ice cream and freeze ice cream. Just have separate ice creams. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna say no assholes here. It's not really an assholey thing. Just compromise. You're the asshole if this is shared ice cream. Microwaving and refreezing changes the texture, and your husband and I can tell the difference and don't like it. Solution: buy multiple tubs and each of you stick to your own. You can run the spoon under hot water so it heats up the bits that you're scooping out. Works for me. Yeah, there is a way to get it out that doesn't involve the microwave. Or a fork works even better. People fork out their ice cream? Does that work? I'm gonna have to try that now. Oh, I love this. In our marriage, the rule is if a compromise can be avoided for $5 or less, don't compromise. You want crunchy peanut butter and I want creamy? Less than $5, we're buying both. You want to microwave tubs of ice cream? Less than $5, you get your own. Marriage has enough compromise. Take the wins when you can. I like this a lot. Anyway, OP comes back and says, I showed the comments to my husband. His exact response was, what? It's 1 a.m. Go to sleep. But I think general consensus is that I'm the asshole. I'll stop doing it and try some of the suggestions. I love that. I love that you've gone to the internet because you're like, am I wrong for doing this? You've heard a range of opinions, you've come to your own informed decision having really evaluated both sides and thought, you know what, yeah, maybe I could do better. This is the beauty, I'm making it too deep again, aren't I? But this is the beauty of Am I the Arsehole? I truly love it. Alright, let's do one more, so it's not ice cream related. Am I the asshole for lying to my girlfriend about having a child? Whoa, sorry, I just registered what I said. That's a big deal. This is not ice cream. My brother passed away 5 years ago. He has a daughter who was 9 at the time. Let's call her Nora. My older brother became Nora's legal guardian, but she ended up living with me most of the time and we got closer. She's like a daughter to me, and even though I'm not her legal guardian, everyone in our family has accepted me as her dad. That's really cute. I started dating my girlfriend about a year ago and I told her that I have a daughter. I didn't go into details that she isn't mine. I just wanted her to know that Nora and I are a package deal. Ooh, okay, I see where this lying about having a child is coming in now. I introduced her to Nora about 4 months ago and they do not get along. So you got together and you're like, hey, I have a kid. We come together. And she was like, okay, cool. And then you've been together for 8 months and now you've introduced her to Nora. 8 months into your relationship. Nora isn't an easy kid to get along with and my girlfriend lacks patience. I'm wanting more information as to why Nora's not an easy kid to get along with, but I also kind of get it because if your father's passed away, one of your brother's a legal guardian, you're with someone else, you're clearly going to be dealing with trauma. It's not going to be the easiest childhood, right? A few days ago, she found out that Nora is actually not mine and freaked out. She called me an asshole for lying to her and forcing her to tolerate and spend time with that annoying kid who isn't even mine. I told her that Nora is mine and kicked her out of my home for insulting my child in my home. I've been getting texts from her friends who all think I'm an asshole. She needs to get in the bin, babe. You are not the asshole. You are not the asshole. No, no, no. Nora is, for all intents and purposes, your child. Biology doesn't have to mean anything. If you are her dad and she calls her your dad, then great, you're her dad. At the same time, if you've been in a relationship with someone for a year, they've known about this child for a year, they've seen this child and met them for 4 months, I, as the girlfriend, would be disappointed and hurt. I would feel like I was lied to in a way that the full story wasn't explained. I'm surprised that those conversations hadn't come up beforehand. Like, surely you would ask, you know, so like my assumption would be if you're like, this is my child, okay, you had a baby with a person in the past, I would want to find out a bit more about that person. It's not like first date territory, but you've been together for a year, you've known the child for 4 months. This is absolutely stuff that I would expect to know. And it would be a bit of a curveball if someone then said to me then, oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know, it's not that big a deal, but Nora isn't actually mine. Biologically, she's my brother, but I am her dad and she is my child. That's fine. I definitely think that the girlfriend's reactions here makes her a huge asshole. That is not a nice thing to say, and absolutely for me that would be breakup territory. And to then go and moan about it to your friends and have her friends texting you, calling you an asshole? No, babe, that's not right. But, and it sounds like the fact that she found out and then called you a liar because of it, it sounds like she found out from someone else. I could tell why that element would be hurtful. So, I do think it's like a slightly arsehole-y move to have not said something initially, but overall, you are not the arsehole in the situation. She is. She doesn't sound like she's right for you and your gorgeous little family unit. Sounds like you need to thank your next mama and find yourself another girlfriend. Not the arsehole. Biological father or not, legal guardian or not, you are responsible for Nora and it's part of your job to advocate for her, which is exactly what you were doing. You owe no one want an explanation of the true nature of your relationship with Nora. I agree, you are advocating for her. That is what you and Nora have agreed on. That's fantastic. I love that. But I do think you owe a couple people an explanation of the relationship for multiple reasons. Number one, if your girlfriend, who's a long-term girlfriend for a year, is in your family unit, I feel like she deserves to know. Number two, I think legally people need to know, because if you're not the legal guardian as well, that changes things, right, in terms of the law. Like, if she gets Nora, I hope this doesn't happen, touch wood, oh my goodness. If she ends up in hospital, I think they need to call the legal guardian, right? If she's in prison, the first thing to do is to go to the legal guardian. So this affects more than just the two of you, and so there are people in that wider sort of rippling network that need to know. That's where I disagree with that. Not the asshole. OP needs to drop the girlfriend and keep the kid. Agreed. There you go. We fished a lot. We didn't really find any assholes today. No, we found a little ice cream asshole. A little ice cream asshole fishy, but it's okay because ice cream asshole has learnt and taken it in their stride and is doing better, which is exactly what we love to see. Oh my goodness, did you enjoy this one? If you did, let me know your thoughts downstairs in the comments section. We'll have a little natter down there. Just be kind. If you fancy it, you can give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you next time with another video. Be kind and have a great day. Bye!